They say cats are cold, distant, and only stick around when it suits them. But what if I told you that this idea couldn't be further from the truth? What if I showed you a story where a cat, yes, a supposedly independent creature, defied every stereotype and refused to leave the person he loved, even when everything tried to pull them apart? This isn't just a sweet tale about pets. It's a wake-up call about loyalty, the kind that doesn't flinch when tested. While most people are chasing flashy relationships or chasing likes on a screen, there's something powerful about a quiet, consistent love that stays. And when that love comes from a creature known for its aloofness, that's when it hits you differently. This cat didn't stay because he had to. He stayed because he chose to. And there's a hidden message in that, one that might just flip how you see connection, commitment, and what real love looks like. Think loyalty is outdated? That's cute. Maybe you've just been looking in the wrong places. It's funny how, out of all four-legged creatures, cats carry this strange, almost magical kind of mystery. They don't bark to show affection, and they don't jump all over you like a furry hurricane, but there's something in their gaze, in the stillness of their presence, that speaks volumes. When a cat chooses someone, it's not just about sharing a couch. It's about sharing something deeper, almost spiritual. A lot of folks think cats are aloof, but just wait till life knocks you down and see who curls up next to you, saying nothing and saying everything. Some owners will tell you stories about their cat gently waking them from a nightmare with a soft paw tap. Others describe that familiar meow when they walk in the door, exhausted, like the cat saying, "Hey, I missed you too." It's a connection beyond words, something you feel right in your gut. There are people who swear their cat can sense the exact moment they're about to cry, and when that happens, the cat doesn't hesitate. It shows up, those small, almost ritualistic acts, purring near your stomach when you're unwell, silently following you from room to room. They weave an invisible thread that ties you together. And if you've ever experienced it, a cat isn't just a pet. It's a piece of your daily life you never want to lose. More than that, they're living proof that love doesn't always come in loud declarations. Sometimes it just shows up and stays. And when that delicate routine is threatened by separation, whether by distance or circumstance, something shifts. It's not just the human who feels it, the cat does too. And that right there is where things start to get really interesting. The day change knocked on the door. It didn't come gently. Maybe it was a move across the country, maybe a long trip for work, but whatever the reason, it meant leaving. And here's the twist, the cat knew. Not because someone spelled it out, but because animals like that don't need explanations. The suitcase in the hallway, the different energy in the room, it all said something's about to shift. And the cat? Oh, it wasn't having it. Some cats go quiet. Others hide in the laundry basket. But then there are those, the stubborn-hearted, fiercely loyal ones that flat out refuse to be left behind. One man shared how, on the day of his departure, his cat slipped into the car and wouldn't budge, meowing as if to say, "You're not going without me." That's not just instinct, that's attachment. That's loyalty showing up in the most unexpected form. It's tempting to think animals don't grasp goodbyes. But spend enough time with a cat and you'll start to notice they feel more than we give them credit for. If you've ever seen a cat sit by the door after someone leaves, you know exactly what I mean. That look isn't confusion, it's longing. And more than anything, it's a statement. This isn't how it's supposed to be. That kind of reaction, It hits different, in a world that often celebrates independence. This act, a cat refusing to separate, stands as a quiet rebellion. A whisper that says, "I choose you, even when I don't have to." And from that whisper, something much deeper begins to unfold. There's something profoundly moving about loyalty that doesn't shout, but simply stays. When a cat resists being torn from its human, it sends a message louder than words. True. Connection doesn't care about convenience. In a world obsessed with fast everything, fast love, fast success, fast detachment, a silent, furry companion refusing to leave your side is a bold reminder of what really matters. It's not flashy, it's not trending, but it's real. This kind of loyalty teaches us something we often forget. Love, in its purest form, isn't always dramatic. Sometimes it just sits beside you, waits out the storm, and never asks for applause. It's the kind of love that doesn't make headlines, but changes hearts. And in case you're wondering what we're supposed to do with that lesson, here's the answer. Be that presence for someone else. Be the one who stays, especially when it's easier to go. The cat's refusal wasn't just emotional. It was symbolic. It stood for every bond we're told to downplay, every feeling we're taught to hide. And yet, there it was, simple, stubborn love in the form of a whispered protest. Can we say the same about ourselves? Would we fight to stay by someone we care about? Or would we let life's chaos push us out quietly? That reflection can be a mirror, a gentle challenge. So the next time someone says cats are selfish, you might just smile and say, you've clearly never been chosen by one. And in that statement, there's a secret, a deeper story waiting to be told. One that doesn't end here. They say cats are cold, distant, and only stick around when it suits them. But what if I told you that this idea couldn't be further from the truth? What if I showed you a story where a cat, yes, a supposedly independent creature, defied every stereotype and refused to leave the person he loved, even when everything tried to pull them apart? This isn't just a sweet tale about pets. It's a wake-up call about loyalty, the kind that doesn't flinch when tested. While most people are chasing flashy relationships or chasing likes on a screen, there's something powerful about a quiet, consistent love that stays. And when that love comes from a creature known for its aloofness, that's when it hits you differently. This cat didn't stay because he had to. He stayed because he chose to. And there's a hidden message in that, one that might just flip how you see connection, commitment, and what real love looks like. Think loyalty is outdated? That's cute. Maybe you've just been looking in the wrong places.